Mm-hmm. Turn on my headphones. There we go. Well, hello, the Bud Files. Hopefully you can hear me and not so much the wind, but it is outside and the beach. I have my phone mounted and I'm testing this out to see. Looks like I got 5G signal everywhere. I'm assuming the signal will last down the beach. Dry, and we have, I think I will go down the cut closer to the shore. Slope out here. Of course, I can't read with the glare yet. Let me double check what we got. Good, sound is good. Hello, everyone tuning in. Let me just adjust this a little longer. I don't know if the extra chatter I'm getting is from all my electronics gear, but it's slightly higher than normal. Let me turn down sensitivity to 18. Earlier today I found a drone. I put pictures of that on Facebook. We have a full moon either tonight or tomorrow night, inbound either way, that's going to be affecting the tides even more, meaning that what is, like 5 feet deep in water might not be, or actually would be walkable land. So the areas where people might be losing their stuff in waist deep water will be dry. about a 7 to 10 second delay, so I gotta wait here for a second to see it adjust. That looks better, so you guys can see where I'm going. I do have the Gravedigger tools scoop with me, and it has been working glorious out here. I don't want to go too deep into the water because I do have the R&B power knocks on, which is not waterproof, but gives me extra power for my detector. The only downside to going in the water is that it does not allow me to record my, or not record, leave the groove behind me from my scoop. It erases it. We got other people out here looking for shark's teeth, so I have to dodge groups of people as I'm coming through here. If anyone is asking questions while I'm detecting, Corey should be queued up under one of the accounts. Maybe she can answer some of them. The sun glare does not make it easy to read the phone mounted next to my detector screen. Earlier today, I will do a quick turnaround. I detected all the way to that pier. Let's see how long it takes for that to actually catch up. Now it is spinning. I don't even know if that's visible on the camera, but essentially it's a couple miles between both piers. That is the south pier that way. I am heading north from our hotel. We got a couple hours before the night's festivities, so I figured I might as well detect some more. This naturally is a busy beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So the towel line where you see all the umbrellas and whatnot, that comes out early in the day. That's where everybody drops all the change and rings and whatnot out of their pockets. So I wait until they basically shut that down. Everybody leaves, goes back to their hotels. Then I can go detect the towel line. But at least for this live stream, I will be detecting the shore. This is the Equinox 800 with a 6-inch coil. I know a lot of you beach people will say this is not the optimal coil, but I have the detector tuned to the point where I am finding targets about 2 feet below the ground, so I am not worried about depth. It's just ground coverage I'm missing with the smaller coil, but I am fine with that. Check the chat if I can read it. Oh, yep, I do see Corey in there, so she's handling business. Please direct all questions to Corey. She will answer them to the best of her ability. I like how I get focused on the live stream and almost get pulled out into the ocean. So if you do see that happen, my camera starts tumbling along the bottom of the ocean, that probably means I was sucked out by a rip current, and please send help. In the event that I do not make it, I wish to be buried with all my detectors, so nobody can fight over them. course, while we're out here, we look for surface finds too. Corey found herself a giant megalodon-looking shark tooth compared to little cat's teeth sized ones we normally find. I do not know, as I'm not a resident of Myrtle Beach, how much sand is essentially pulled away or deposited. So working this close to the shore, I might be working against myself. If targets are lower than, say, 2 feet, my detector might not find them, but I did find the drone in underwater. Had to dig about a foot down. Apparently, looking down the shore, I don't see anyone else detecting this way, but it won't be surprising to find some if they are. Of course, as I go, adjust my chest strap on the GoPro. It's funny, Corey was like, we gotta go do some event, dinner and a show or something at 6, and all I heard was 4 hours left to detect. Okay. You guys can see them or not, but there's these little BB-sized holes in the ground. Corey was explaining that those are little clams that like to bury themselves. You can see their little air bubbles coming up when the water pours over. Areas do get hit hard by a lot of detectors, of course, ranging in skill. And probably I met a couple that were brand new that had some $40 Chinese detector, didn't even know how to turn it on, all the way up to people with high-end gear. But it's just nice to actually run into detectorists, I should say. You never see them at parks or beaches. It's pretty much a solo mission out in western New York. I had it chirping there somewhere. Go down the shores away and then maybe take a bit of a drive coming back towards the hotel. That is, unless I find priceless treasures. I can imagine people think I'm a weirdo because of course I'm wearing one of those UV Orvis fishing long sleeve thin material hoodies. I do have pants on, which is unfortunate for them, but basically I got long pants, long sleeves on. I have headphones on. I have a GoPro strapped to my chest. I have a cell phone mounted to my detector, when everyone else here is just wearing shorts. care if you look crazy enough. Nobody will bother you. I do like to check in some of the holes that kids dig. This means that much closer to finding a target, potentially. And if I have to knock down a sandcastle to find it, so be it. Like a cow's hoof or something. Perhaps it is. Sea cows exist, right? It's a nice shell. But I'm not here for shells. Quarter mile down the beach, and I still have full 5G signal, so this should be working fine. It's all fancy hotels up here, so I assume they got good service. Just use the hotspot from my phone to connect my GoPro to live stream. Here's the one thing I noticed compared to detecting in western New York parks. The signals out here are few and far between. I know how to tackle a park, find quarters and whatnot quite easily. But out here, whether it's because of the other detectors or the change in depth of the ground.
You ever find anything good?
Yeah.
I always wanted to get one of those.
I'd recommend anybody get them. They're, I mean, we found rings all the way up to, you know, engagement rings, high-end rings, stuff like that. But you also find lots of pull tabs and junk.
Yeah.
If it's metal, you'll find it. So jewelry or trash stuff.
How many hours do you spend just looking along the beach?
Oh, I'm only on vacation here for a week. So this is a new spot. We're from western New York, Buffalo area. So
yeah, I live here now. I'm from Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.